I like that move for Ilgauskas. He's relied so much on that little jump hook from the foul line area where he's been getting pushed out. And he's got to have that counter where he turns back to the baseline. And he's such a great free throw shooter that if he can draw Webber into the air, all he's got to do is throw his body into him. You'll see right here, Webber really waiting for that hook. There's the counter, a little pump fake, and just throw your body into him. Get the ball inside, get to the foul line, try to get some easy hoops, and that's the way to avoid those third quarter troubles.
Cavaliers 19 of 21 at the foul line. Ilgauskas hitting on all 4 of his attempts. 61-56 Detroit, early third quarter. Prince with the step. Tayshaun Prince with 8 points all here in the third.
Well, that's the play they like to run to get that switch. And Larry Hughes with the foul trouble is not going to be able to handle him down there. They're going right to Prince, and he's the one that has it going now in the third quarter after struggling in the first half.
Shot clock down to 5. Ilgauskas. This is not pretty. Pavlovich fires. Nearly hit. Tayshaun Prince with the last 8 points for the Pistons. Now guarded by Pavlovich. And again, goes baseline, lost it, and last touch by Pavlovich.
I would go back to that same play they've been running, run the little screen roll that Prince set the pick. If they switch it and drop that ball in the post to him, it's been working for them here in this period.
Phillips for Prince. Rebounded by Prince. And he thought he was fouled. Shot clock down to 7. Burton came up short. Cavaliers get back. Hamilton met by Pavlovich. Here's Hamilton.
A little deep on that attempt.
Yeah.
That's a play that Hamilton loves to make, but normally when the postman is down on the block, Webber really didn't have great position. That resulted in really a long attempt for Hamilton.
James off the mark, bothered from behind on that cut attempt. Wallace setting the screen. Webber. And James able to get to it. Opportunity here for the Cavaliers. Pistons have gone cold. Here's James. And he is fouled by Webber.
See, I like when he does that. You can't stop him. Once he gets that little step ahead of you, those shoulders in front of you, now you just go right through that big guy, and he's so strong, he has the ability to jump in. And watch him, he's going to create the contact here, and then he's going to hang and come down and almost get the three-point play. I mean, that takes superior upper body strength to be able to make a play like that.
That was 4 on Webber. He is replaced by Jason Maxiell, and here's where the departure of Antonio McDyess hurts the Pistons. Flip Saunders now going with combinations of Maxiell and Dale Davis for Chris Webber.
And interesting, Rasheed Wallace also goes to the bench, and this is normally a time when you'd expect Detroit to start to go into Wallace a little bit on the block. We saw some early activity from Rasheed offensively, but not much since. So look for Detroit to really rely on that perimeter trio of Prince, Billups, and Hamilton here offensively. Maybe Hamilton gets going on those curl screens.
Antonio McDyess ejected late in the first quarter for a flagrant 2 as he took down Anderson Varejao. Foul is called. It's in the axe. It's Bennett Salvatore. That's 3 on Ilgauskas. So Hamilton to the line. If Hamilton has been quiet, he has 7 points, but all came in the first quarter.
Well, you remember now in game 1, he was 11 of 21, had 24 points. 22 of those when the first 3 quarters, when the Pistons were really struggling, he kept them afloat. And then Billups and Rasheed Wallace combined for 19 of the 23 points in that 4th quarter when they won. But I think Pavlovich, and I've talked about this before, has done a good job of adjusting to the speed of Rip Hamilton. I thought it was a big culture change for him to go from Vince Carter in the New Jersey series to Rip Hamilton in Game 1. I think he's got a little bit better handle on him defensively now.
Rip does have 5 assists, along with 9 points. 7-point lead for the Pistons. For the Cavaliers, this is their first trip to the conference finals in 15 years, only the 3rd time in franchise history after 1976 and 1992. Pavlovich for 3. Sasha Pavlovich hits from downtown to bring the Cavs within 4.
We're seeing tremendous resiliency by Cleveland. Looks like they're getting ready to get put onto the canvas, and they just keep fighting back.
Hamilton. Axial gets to it. It's slapped away. And here comes Hughes, but pulls it back and then leads LeBron, but that pass too deep.
You can put a guy at point guard. That doesn't mean he is a point guard. Larry Hughes, we've seen that several times in this series. Errant lob passes, you don't have an angle for.
Phillips kicks it back out. Hamilton. Rebounded by Ilgauskas, and he is walloped by Davis.
See, now the big men from Cleveland can be very aggressive when Billups and Rip Hamilton come off screens, because Dale Davis and Max Seal really are only going to roll and catch dunks. So you can really show up big. It's the play that Steve, you were talking about the lob. It looked like his hand maybe went up there through the rim. That's how you split your fingers sometimes if that rim catches you. But very fortunately, he was able to stay away from any kind of injury there that would have forced him to go out maybe with a laceration.
It's a 4-point Detroit lead. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. For the Cavaliers, one of their better performances in the 3rd. Offensive foul called on Ilgauskas. Called for the illegal screen.
That's always a concern on that little dribble handoff play. The big man has to be set. Otherwise, it's almost an automatic call from the officials.
That's 4 on Ilgauskas. He's replaced by Varejao.
Let's watch the left hip. Yep, just a little bit. And not going to give the offense any advantage on that play.
Playing with the 4 fouls. They clear it out for Tayshaun Prince. Defensive 3-second violation is called on the Cavaliers.
Well, Prince has had a lot of success now in the 3rd quarter, just on that little post up or a little clear out play. So now everybody on the weak side for Cleveland very aware of Prince's presence and his threat. And you just got to look at your feet. I mean, you just can't get caught 3 straight seconds in there.
Phillips not able to convert the technical. He's 4 of 7 at the line, and Rip Hamilton is 5 for 5. However,
normally those guys are like 89-90% free throw shooters. That's why in close games it's so hard to beat Detroit, because those guys have the ball in their hands and they're great free throw shooters.
Shot clock to 5. Phillips from way downtown.
That's a bad possession there. That's giving Cleveland every opportunity to hang around here right now.
Here's James backing Prince. It's inside off the spin and scores.
I've been saying it all series, that's where he can make the most improvement in his game. I mean, he's so big and strong, you can't keep him out of the lane, but he's got to develop a touch, putting it off the glass like he did there. If he gets that shot down, forget it.
Shot clock to 6. Prince got it inside. Davis gives it right back. Prince with a long 3-point attempt.
The Detroit big men aren't a threat to score in there, so they can be very aggressive on the perimeter right now. Make them throw that ball into the post.
And here's James for Varejao. Nicely done, and the game is tied at 65. Flip Saunders takes a timeout.
Now, I'm not sure why Rasheed Wallace is on the bench right now. I mean, he's got 2 fouls. He went to the bench with 5 or 6 minutes to go, but you're right, Doug. No offensive threat on the front line for the Pistons.